Hello everyone and welcome back to HeMakesMePlay. I'm Marius and I'm blind. I can't see and so I make other people play video games. And I'm back here with Vincent. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We're back in Inscryption. Let's get right into it and pick another card.
Yes, let's do it. Last time we failed.
Absolutely.
And now we're back in the swamp.
We found our own card.
Oh really? The HeMakesMePlay card?
Yes.
That's actually cool.
Yeah. Still not my face, but
Yeah.
what can you do?
Somehow that felt like it didn't work, the whole putting face on cards thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was wondering if maybe the game didn't recognize the camera or something, but there are two cameras here. What more do you want?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have to give it some privacy kind of
Oh, yeah,
confirmation
that could be
or something. I don't know.
Uh,
Anyway,
So we have HeMakesMePlay, which is a 2/2 for nothing, with flying and protection from flying.
okay, yeah.
Then we have the Red King, a 2/1 for 2, that gives us 4 bones.
Gives us bones.
It gives us 4 bones.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
The ability is called the Bone King, and I should say the Red King on the picture. There are 4 rats, as you would expect, and then we have the Skink.
Oh, that was on the portrait.
It was
on the wall.
The tenacious skink. It moves over when attacked, leaving its tail behind. Oh, right. We found
that
that.
was a lizard.
Yeah, this is the lizard. It has the lizard ability, but it's called the skink.
Okay. I think we should take the skink, and it won't be very hard to make the picture on the wall manifest.
Okay.
And either confirm or invalidate our theory.
So let's take the skink. And I believe, let me just look at the picture one more time in case it has changed or anything. Nope, it's still in position 2, a squirrel, in position 3, a skink.
2 and 3, okay.
Yeah.
And also, I just remembered what we did basically in our world half an hour ago. We took the 7/7, right? We have a Timmy card in this deck.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see that in play.
Yeah. I'm gonna collect the bone, the teeth from the skull again.
You know what's great? This
Yes.
it's a bone deck, right? Basically, we have that totem.
Yeah.
And that might be a good strategy to get 4 cards on the board really quick
True.
in one turn, right?
I agree. And we also have the cockroaches, which are
Yeah.
pretty easy to play.
So this is becoming very interesting, I would say.
Well, in regards to interesting, we have an interesting choice to make.
Yeah.
We have 3 paths that all then lead to the same fight again. We have option number 1, which is, I think, the backpack. Then we have a card removal altar, and we have a sacrifice altar.
What would we remove or sacrifice?
Do we have anything that we want to buff? What do we have? We have a cockroach, we have an alpha, we have the skink, but we need that.
Yeah, but like, don't you want to first ask what you want to get rid of? Because, I mean, in both cases you would remove a card. Only in one will you also buff one.
I don't.
Do we have a bullfrog still?
No.
Okay.
I think. I mean, we could get rid of either the stoat or the stink bug, but that's.
They're not terrible. Stoat doesn't do much. The stink bug is at least bones. Yeah.
But
and it also transfers sigils, and they don't really have one.
Yeah. I mean, we could just remove the stoat, but
I don't want to.
No.
Crap.
I think we just take the backpack
and get the rat,
I
which
guess.
is not too. I guess that's not too bad. Yeah.
Let's do that.
I wish we could then immediately sacrifice the rat. That's always cool.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's just take the backpack. It's okay.
Your pack was full, but a small critter approached. There is the rat. The pack rat. So 2 sacrifice, 2/2.
Right.
A pack rat. Always useful. Okay, and on to the fight. We get our bone squirrels, a stoat, a pack rat, and Casey.
All right.
And he's about to play a sparrow, a beehive, and a kingfisher.
Yeah, this was this whole flying stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I guess what's the play here? The strategy against all this flying stuff? We just push face against him?
I guess so, yeah. Casey does 2 damage and the pack rat does 2 damage, so I guess we want to push those out.
Those take sacrifices?
Yeah, the pack rat takes 2 in Casey 1.
I think you could use the item with the scroll in the bottle, because the pack rat will give us a new item anyway, right?
That's true. Yeah, so just play the pack rat, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When does its sigil trigger? On playing, like a battle cry, or when it dies?
Good question. When a card bearing this sigil is played.
Okay, so you first have to break the bottle.
Yeah, so that's a good plan. I'm just wondering whether we want the pack rat to attack the beehive, or whether we want to not attack the beehive ever and put Casey in front of it, which will eventually kill the sparrow.
Casey does what again?
It attacks like the mantis.
Right, okay.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
So,
what does the beehive do?
It is a 0/2 that gives him bees when we attack it.
Ah.
I guess.
We could just not attack it.
Once a card bearing this sigil is struck, a bee is created in your hand.
Yeah.
Is that our hand? We had this question before.
That would be really weird and make no sense. I wouldn't put it past the game either, though.
I agree.
I still kind of think that playing Casey in front of the beehive is a good move.
Yeah, and then it will attack the sparrow, and it would attack the kingfisher, but the kingfisher can never be attacked, so it will attack face there.
Which is fine.
And we can put other pack rat either than position 1 or 4. Okay. So this turn we only play the squirrel and Casey, right?
Oh, okay. No pack rat.
We could also play the pack rat instead of Casey. That's fine.
Why instead can't you play 2 cards when you break the bottle with the squirrel?
No, because we have 2 sacrifices and the pack rat needs 2 sacrifices.
Oh, it needs 2. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Then just play Casey, I guess.
Okay. Put that there. Then we sacrifice it for hello, Casey. We deal 2 damage. Very good. And he deals 2 damage. Not so good. And he's about to play nothing. Okay, that's good.
Nice.
Do we want a card or a squirrel? We can draw a squirrel and break the bottle and play the pack rat, I guess.
Sure. Let's do that.
That. And then we break the bottle. Play another squirrel. And get 8 bones. Do we want to kill the sparrow or just leave the sparrow as is and attack face with the pack rat?
If we can kill it, I would say why not?
Because in theory it could block something else and Casey will eventually kill it. But yeah,
okay.
That's fine. We can kill it now.
Sure.
And then Casey will deal face. And we got a black goat in a bottle, which is a 0/1 for 1. That gives 3 sacrifices.
That's actually really good. For the Timmy card.
Yes.
Which I forget what it's actually called.
I just saw it and I couldn't tell you.
Ah, okay. Did we draw it? No.
No.
Okay.
Okay, we killed the sparrow and he's about to play a river otter.
Those.
Which
I hate
also
those.
dive.
Yeah.
Like the kingfisher. So we will deal 3 damage in the next turn. Actually 4 damage, which is, I think, not quite enough to kill him, but very close. So if we deal 1 more damage, we can kill him. We could just draw another squirrel and play the stoat.
Sure.
And I think that's enough.
That's solid, yeah.
We have so many bones. We have so many bones.
Yeah, because of this scroll massacre you have been orchestrating here.
Also, we have so many golden teeth to trade in that some just fell out.
Oh, wow.
Well, the good thing is we have to choose again where to go. And one of the paths has a trapper. So we might be able to spend some money here.
You can spend money at the trapper. Okay. Yeah, I do want to do that.
We have path number 1, which is a monster challenge, then a campfire, which I tend to also like.
Yeah, upgrades are cool.
Then an elite fight, and then I think that's the shop.
This path leads to the trapper?
No, that leads to the shop where you can trade in the pelts.
But that's not where you get items. I mean, cards for money.
I mean, there is no way to get.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, Vincent. That's what I'm sort of missing, because all this pelt trading has me all frizzled.
We need to get to a trapper, get some pelts for the money we have.
Yeah. That's the part I really don't like. That you have to go through this process, and there isn't just also a shop.
Yeah,
because I think we've done it once, and at each other time we pick up all these pelts, we then die.
Yeah, also
before we can cash them
they
in.
suck, and there's no card draw in this game, and it makes it really tough.
And the payoff isn't. I mean, it's not that great, or is it like game-winning cards that you get?
Maybe. I don't think we have seen a golden pelt yet.
Sure.
And I believe for the rabbit pelt you get normal cards. For the wolf pelts you get upgraded cards, or cards that have had other cards sacrificed for them.
And
which is
gold?
pretty good. And gold, I don't know, but that would be even better than that.
Here's the thing. In a deck that had nothing going for it, like when you're the underdog, and then you should always go for more randomness. And then I would risk going for pelts, because that might be the thing that makes the deck actually special. But we already have sort of a thing going, so I don't think we need to bother with pelts.
Okay.
That's what I'm voting. It's my reasoning.
The second option is the actual trapper to buy the pelts, then some sort of mushroom that we haven't been to before, I think.
Ah, crap.
And then a fight. And the fourth option is a card, a sacrifice, and then a fight.
Oh, there's a fourth option. Card, sacrifice, then a fight. I do also like the other path, though, because of the elite fight. Because we still have 2 candles, right? We could just lose. And an elite fight is also an investment, because you do also get a better card.
Do you? What do you get for an elite fight?
I kind of assumed that, because that's how it worked in Slay the Spire. And it just makes sense. Otherwise, why would you ever pick elite fights?
Because the path is better for you?
Yeah, weak reason.
Yeah, it's a weak reason.
And in this case, it would be no reason at all, because the path de facto is not better.
True.
So you don't feel like playing an elite fight. The other stuff is the same, right? Both, like the first and the third, have a campfire.
No. So there are 3 paths.
Yeah.
The first is the Monster in a Cave challenge, campfire, then an elite fight, and then the shop.
Yeah.
The second path is trapper, then the weird mushroom, then a normal fight, and then a card.
Yeah.
And the third option is card, sacrifice, and then the same fight and card, like the second
But
path.
also, what would we sacrifice?
I don't know.
That wasn't a campfire, then. It was a sacrifice. Yeah, take the first one with the elite.
Really? I want to see what the mushroom does, though.
But then you have to pick up the shitty pelts.
That's true. But then we also find out, hopefully, what the golden pelts do.
So you would buy golden pelts?
Yeah.
Well, alright.
You okay?
Yeah.
Let's see how this ends. You won't find better pelts within 100 miles. Oh, we got a rabbit pelt. We always get a rabbit pelt.
Yeah.
That sucks. Okay, but we can get 1 golden pelt and another golden pelt.
Sure.
What? Oh, wow. We are missing 1 tooth for the second golden pelt.
Alright.
God damn it. Okay, let's leave it at that.
Sure.
Just 2 wonderful pelts. You have me gratitude. And then the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a bunch of little mushrooms sprouted on the side.
We have not seen this.
No. You found yourself among a grove of thick and pungent mushrooms. You squinted to see a figure through a thick cloud of spores. Oh, wow. We are the mycologist, yes? And the mask on his face has one of these giant reflecting discs, like almost like a CD disc, like doctors used to wear.
Yeah.
And there's a second smaller face on the right side of the face.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not only a face, it's a little face with the head of a mushroom, and it's sort of growing into or out of the main face. And that one says, yes. And we are performing our experiments far from we are not welcome elsewhere. We will experiment on your flock, yes? We will need 2 of the same creatures. 1 for each of us. Oh dear, you don't... You have no duplicate cards. Take one of ours. We will use it next time. Okay.
Okay. I guess this is what you do when you have duplicates.
I guess so.
Did they give us a card?
We have options. The first option is a skink.
Ah.
1, 2 for 1. The second one is a rabbit pelt. Oh, it's just duplicating cards from us.
Ah, okay.
And finally, the cockroach.
Yeah, I vote cockroach.
Yeah, me too. We don't need another rabbit pelt.
I would have considered the gold belt, but rabbit, fuck off.
Yeah. And then we have a fight. Bone Squirrel, Casey, the rabbit pelt, and skink in our hand. And we have a stump on his side of the board, which is a 0-3 in position 4.
Yeah.
And he's about to play 2 bees, which we can kill with 1 Casey.
Right, because it's both. Mm-hmm. Play Casey. Casey's been really pulling her weight.
Oh yeah. Squirrel and Casey. Oh. And that's it. 2 damage to the face. We take 2 damage. And he's about to play another bee in front of Casey.
Okay, Casey can take it for a while.
Yeah, well, they are flying, so the bee in front of Casey
won't take it.
Will forever attack us.
Yeah, alright.
Do we want a card or a squirrel?
Could we play anything?
We could play the rabbit pelt, and we have the skink, but that requires 1 sacrifice. And it's not, it's
so
a
we
1-2.
can't draw a card, I guess.
When a card bearing the sigil would be struck, a tail is created in this place. Oh yeah, right. Okay, draw a card?
Yeah.
The cockroach. Wonderful. We can play that.
By the way, did we ever get an item?
We got the black goat.
Oh, the black goat. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. Play cockroach.
Yeah, in front of, I guess, the stump. Does it really matter? I mean, okay.
Just have it go face.
We can't have it go face because in position 1 there's a bee in position. Actually, we could make it go face. We could just plop it down in position 1 or 3.
Sure.
And then we end the turn. Or we could sacrifice it for the skink, but that's not really an improvement, I think.
No.
Okay, and turn. 2 bees die. We deal 1 face damage. Another bee appears. He's about to play a bee and a mantis, which will not kill Casey. That's good. So Casey again will kill the bee and the mantis. Casey is really
pretty
doing
good.
Card or scroll?
card, I guess.
The stink bug.
Ah, can we play that?
No, we need more bones.
Yeah, not much has been dying, huh?
No. Can we sacrifice the pelt?
You could sacrifice the cockroach and then immediately play the cockroach again. And I don't think you can sacrifice pelts. I think we've tried that. They're like boulders.
Okay. Also, we can't sacrifice the cockroach and then play it again because it gives us only 1 bone. And
that
it
makes
needs
sense.
4.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I had that thought before, but it's only the scroll that gives us 4.
Yeah,
And
I
then
got too used to this luxury.
Yeah. So we don't play anything, I guess.
Yeah.
Let just Casey win us the game.
Maybe.
2 damage, 3 damage. Dun. It's +3. Oh, and Casey is... Oh, that's brilliant. Casey has thorns, so the mantis killed itself. And how much HP do we have? I can't see. I think it's equal, or maybe we are 1 ahead. So it's +1 for us. And we will kill 1 bee and deal 2 more damage. And then he will play a beehive in position 1, which Casey will attack, which is not great, but I guess that's okay.
Can we just draw a squirrel and play the skink?
Yeah.
At least we'll get some sacrifice out of it.
True. Where do we want to play the skink? In position 1?
Can we play the squirrel in position 2 and the skink in 3?
No. Casey is in position 2, cockroach is in position 3.
I'm just wondering because that would be the portrait, and in case all of our other minions die, we would have the portrait solved.
Yeah, also, I'm wondering, is it relevant what's on his side? Do we need to really clear the board for that? I hope not.
How does the portrait look? Is there anything being depicted on the opposite
just
side?
These 2 cards.
Maybe you do need to have it empty. I don't know. Makes it a lot harder, I think.
Okay, I'm just gonna plop the skink down somewhere. And then we can also play the stink bug, I guess, to slowly kill this
no
dump.
reason why not. Yeah. And if we draw the Timmy card now, then we have the perfect setup.
That is very true. And very important.
I want the Timmy.
Okay, we lose 1 life. We are +3, so 2 away. Let's draw another card and hope for the Timmy card. It's a cockroach.
Well, okay.
Can't play it. I'm just gonna end the turn here. Do we win? We do actually get the bees when we attack the beehive.
We get the bees?
Yes.
Alright, so he's just putting down this card. I guess it's a taunt or something. I'm not saying no to bees.
Okay, next stop, more cards.
We won the fight.
We won the fight.
Congratulations.
This is fantastic. Well played, Marius.
Yes.
First card out of the 3 is HeMakesMePlay. Second option is a skink.
But this is sacrifice now?
No, this is just the end of that path led to we get a new card out of 3.
A new card, okay.
Yes.
Can you tell me again what the HeMakesMePlay card did? We also named multiple ones so it's not...
That is very true. It's a 2/2 for nothing that has flying and is
that one, okay.
protecting us from flyers.
It's okay. What else? The skink?
Skink and a kingfisher.
I don't... Okay.
I mean, it's a 2/2 for nothing.
The HeMakesMePlay? Yeah, I want that one. The for nothing part is pretty good.
Yeah. And then I think that's back to the totem.
Totem lady.
I'm still...
With her overlong silences.
I'm still trying to figure out what that icon means. And I think it's a knife separating the head from the body.
Yeah.
Maybe?
I can't help you. Visual symbolism is not my expertise.
Mine...
I know I mislead people with my insightful commentary, but it's all fake.
Yeah, and your...
I can't actually see it.
Your great glasses.
Yes, exactly.
The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. She moved with a certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. And we have 2 heads and a body. We have a moose head on Elcat, I'm not sure. No, it's an elk. Anyway, and a raven head. And then we have a body that gives us the ability to move around.
You want some moving scrolls, Vincent? That's the one thing that would make a scroll finally your good card. Have it randomly shift around uselessly. This is like the game features this sigil very heavily, but it's really not that interesting.
No.
Or I'm missing something. No. Leave a comment to tell us how interesting the moving around part is.
Maybe there's something better.
Yeah. Still, like, okay, why not take the raven head just for fun?
And we still want the squirrels. That gives us bonus. Thank you very much. Without another word, the woodcarver was gone. Okay, decision time. We have either a fight and an elite fight. Then from the elite fight we have cards, then a mushroom kingdom, and the boss fight.
Do we have a duplicate now?
I don't think so. Let me look.
I forget what we took. Okay.
Okay, maybe we should have taken a second rabbit pelt because of that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Actually, we have 2 cockroaches, but I don't know if they count as duplicate because one of them has protection from flyers.
I would guess that they count as duplicates.
Okay, so we could do that.
Yeah, but I don't really want to lose them. I don't know what they're going to do with them.
Yeah, no idea. Yeah. Maybe we make a mega cockroach.
Maybe. I guess it's worth to try out. But what's the alternative?
The alternative is a normal fight. From there, we can also go back to the first path, meaning we can, instead of elite fight and then cards and then Mushroom Kingdom boss, we can have a normal fight and then cards and Mushroom Kingdom and boss.
Okay.
We can also go to more cards from the normal fight. One of the ones where you select a tribe and then either a backpack or a sacrifice.
We don't need the take the elite fight and the way to the mushroom person.
Okay. Let's find out if they count as duplicates. Snakes with... what is that symbol? Let's see. Borrower. Oh, it's the... when an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead.
Oh, okay.
And...
for snakes.
Yeah, he's about to play 2 bullfrogs. Both have that sigil.
So all like amphibious creatures, I guess.
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah.
And he has on the board in position number 1 a stump, and he's about to play bullfrogs in position 3 and 4.
Okay.
And we have a stump in position 3.
Okay. What's on our hand?
We have a squirrel, we have Casey, we have a pack rat,
Casey,
and we have HeMakesMePlay, which, remember, doesn't take anything.
It's pretty good. Yeah, just play some shit.
So
maybe not the pack rat.
Okay.
We have items. Are we ever going to use the knife? I feel like that's just uselessly sitting there, and it could be a useful slot, Vincent.
It could also be useful to see with our magic eye.
Yeah, sure. Or we could pick another eye. We don't know if they maybe do other stuff, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to just... because I was also thinking we're going up against the boss, who's kind of hard, this boss.
Yeah.
And I would kind of like to have another item slot for that boss. Do you want to just use the knife so we can play the pack rat and get an item before we hit that boss?
Okay.
You know what I
Can
mean?
do that.
Because this is the last opportunity. This is the last fight before the boss.
True. I don't want to do it now because then we are blinded for the entire fight. That's
that does suck. But you have to do it before you play the pack rat. We can do that though, right? We have other options.
Okay. First of all, we play the squirrel, and then sacrifice it for Kissy. The question is, where do we want to place her? I think in position 2.
Yeah, okay.
And eventually kill the stump, I guess. I don't know. And then we play HeMakesMePlay in position 4 and kill the bullfrog, I guess.
Sure.
And then we end our turn. And we deal 3 damage. And the stump took 1 damage, and HeMakesMePlay took 1 damage. And he's about to play an adder in front of Casey, which means Casey will die. Oh no.
Oh.
And he's also gonna play a coyote behind the bullfrog, which will eventually kill HeMakesMePlay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Do we want to draw a card or a scroll?
I would say a card. Because we have stuff on the board we could sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. A stone.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Do you want to sacrifice Casey? Would that be a good move in this case? And put a stone in her place.
Really change much.
Yeah,
Casey
okay.
will deal 2 damage and then die, and the stone would deal 1 damage and survive, but the adder will then attack us instead.
Okay. But the adder, it's borrowing, right?
True.
It will move to the place where you place something. Is that right?
Yeah.
So...
not where we place something, but where...
something would attack?
Yeah.
So you could, if you could play the stoat somehow, you could save Casey.
No, because the only open place at the moment is in front of Casey.
Well, then there's nothing we can do.
Yeah. So just end the turn, I guess, and kill something. Actually, we could have used the knife there.
To do
just
what?
to end the fight, I think.
Yeah, but then we still want to play the pack rat though, otherwise we just have an empty item slot.
Right, so this is difficult, and we'll need to figure out how much damage the knife actually does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess this is the turn, right? Can you play the pack rat somehow?
So he's about to play the Rattler, which is a 3/1 with borrowing.
Sounds like a Batman villain.
Mm-hmm.
Rattle me this.
Yeah, I mean there's the Riddler.
Yeah, exactly.
And oh yeah, the adder died because Casey, wonderful as she is, has thorns and killed the adder.
That's right. We keep forgetting that. She's so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Casey.
So he has on the board a 0/1 stump in position 1.
Yeah.
He is about to play a Rattler, a 3/1 in position 2. He has a 1/1 bullfrog in position 3 and a coyote with a 2/1 in position 4. And we have just a stump.
Just a stump.
Yeah.
Oh, do we actually even survive this? He has quite a lot of stuff and we have nothing.
Yeah, but also he's like, we are +3 on the life meter, and he will deal 5 damage to us, which, I mean, we have at least 1 more turn.
Okay. But still, can't you, no, you can't. I mean, how do you play the pack rat? It needs 2 sacrifice. We can get a squirrel. But is there anything else we can play?
We have the pack rat and the stoat. But the stoat needs a sacrifice as well.
I think we draw a card.
A card?
But like,
not a squirrel.
Well, what are you going to just play the stout, I guess?
Yeah, and kill the coyote?
Yeah, I think that's the best play.
That's something?
Yeah, do it. You
Well,
can get some bones.
Oh, that's true. We just
for
need
the
our
future.
bone cards.
And you sure we survive? We could use the knife now. You'll have to play a little bit blind, but well.
No, if we use it now, we win immediately.
Oh.
That's the issue. But it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine because right now the stoat will kill the coyote, and then the rattler will deal us 3 damage, bringing us back to a sort of equilibrium.
Yeah.
And then we somehow kill the rattler. And
we have the candles. Even if we end up losing this fight, I still think it's important to get that item for the last boss, where we only have 1 candle regardless.
Okay. Yeah, we're exactly to equilibrium right now.
Alright.
So the question is, what do we do? He has a rattler, wants to play another rattler behind that.
Do you have a stout on the board?
Yes, in position 4.
Well, we could draw a squirrel, rip out our eye, and play the pack rat.
That's true. And then the pack rat will kill both rattlers. That's pretty good. So, squirrel. We'll put it down there, I guess. Then...
rip out eye.
Here it comes.
Yeah, it's gnarly, I know.
Oh, it's 4 damage actually.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's so much. Might have been useful in the end boss fight, but fuck it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like the direct damage. I want removal cards, shears and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, we could just win here. Which
Did you play the pack rat?
So I'm just wondering. So we are +4. I sacrificed the squirrel and the stoat for the pack rat, but I haven't played it yet. My original plan was to play it in position 2 to kill both rattlers, but I just realized we can also play it in position 4 and just go face. And if I'm wrong, we lose.
Oh, okay. That's also not so bad.
I also have no idea what we got as items because we can't see.
The game is really hardcore about that, huh? It's like you really cannot see that part anymore.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it! The mole thing protected him.
Oh, he had a mole.
No, that's the totem.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It just has not come up in the entire game.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Do we draw a card or a squirrel?
What would we play with the squirrel? I think we have to draw a card.
Okay.
And it might be a bones card, yeah.
Well, it's a golden pelt, so you know.
Well, maybe it can block something.
Yeah, it can block the rattler. So that's something. Actually, it can't block the rattler because the rattler just sacrificed itself to the pack rat.
Okay. Is that from borrowing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right.
So he's about to play another adder, and our pack rat will deal 2 damage, but then die to it.
Okay.
Do we
draw another card?
Draw another card.
Bones now.
A cockroach. Finally.
Well, you can play it.
Yeah. We can kill the bullfrog, I guess. We can't go face, so we can either go stump or bullfrog. Let's
bullfrog.
Kill a bullfrog.
Yeah.
And then we end the turn. There goes our pack rat. And we draw another card, I guess?
Yeah.
And just keep drawing cards forever. Hey, a stink bug. That's great to put in front of the adder because it then doesn't... it's gonna die other way to the cockroach.
Okay.
Moves to the cockroach kills it. Okay. He played a bullfrog that killed our cockroach, but surprise, surprise, cockroaches are infinite.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we can play the cockroach again. We can also draw a card or a scroll.
Yeah, draw a card.
Yes, I think you've got me this time. Oh, he's about to surrender.
Oh, he's giving up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a neat part of the game.
Yeah. Do we want his surrender or do we want to kill him properly?
I'll take the surrender.
Okay.
Be a gentleman.
He's killing us. Repeatedly. Would you care for a new eye? Okay, so we have the sci-fi eye.
Uh-huh.
Then various differently colored ones and one with 2 pupils.
I don't know if I want the sci-fi again, Vincent, because we had it and we looked at everything.
Mm-hmm. So?
The 2 pupils?
I guess.
I hope that won't make this game horrible to play for you, because you'll have double vision.
Uh-huh. Happy with that one. Huh. It didn't really change much, honestly.
Okay.
Let's see if
you
anything...
think it's like they're all the same, only the cyborg eye is like...
That would be kind of lame.
Yeah, a bit, yeah. Why give choices then?
Yeah, exactly. Just so we can pick the cyborg eye?
The boring eye.
I'm looking at all the stuff
right,
in this.
Yeah, we should do this.
But yeah, as far as I can tell, nothing has changed with our new weird eye.
Yeah, but who knows, this game, I would expect it to surprise us when we least expect it.
Yeah, maybe. Lame though.
For now, yeah.
There also, next to our chair, there are some items on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, I think I've told you this before, one of them is a hammer. And then there's a rod, like a wooden rod with a bulbous head. Looks weirdly magical. And it's also glowing green at one point.
Hammer could belong to... Maybe these are props that he uses. And the hammer is from the miner. And the one might be from the last boss that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, yeah, might be.
And I don't know if he usually also has an angler hook there, but it's gone now because he gave it to us.
Yeah.
That's my story.
Well, let's see if the angler actually has a hook now.
Yeah, but first we still go to the mushroom person. Right?
Yeah, we have.
Also, after the elite fight, you just don't get a card.
No, you just lose an eye.
But do you ever in this game? I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Do you get cards after fights?
I think what happens is, and as you said, I haven't paid attention much to this, but I think when there's a fight on one path, there's a fight on every path at that position. So it's just a question whether we want an easy fight or a hard fight.
Yeah, and it's really just a path, and it's not like Slay the Spire. It's an elite fight is actually no investment at all, and you should avoid it at all costs.
Apparently.
If you can. Okay, good to know.
Well, let's get a card and then go to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
I feel like something is different with the eye. Like they're more...
Oh, yeah.
It looks like they're like motes of flimmering dust in the air. But maybe I'm just imagining that. But right now, as he put down the 3 cards, there was like a little explosion of dust.
Sounds like you should see an ophthalmologist, Vincent.
Oh, fuck off.
Sounds like there might be a bit of inflammation going on there.
Okay, we have a beehive.
To give him cards. No,
no, this is our cards.
Yeah.
The Kingfisher and the underappreciated ringworm. Its value is not readily apparent.
What's it do?
It's a 0/1 for 1.
Yeah, he's right. Its value is not.
Makes
me want to take it, but also kind of not. I don't know.
But the other options are not great either.
Yeah, so with the Kingfisher, does that block flyers?
Nope, it doesn't block at all.
But it can't be hit and it just goes face.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it only does 1 damage. So
I think Kingfisher is the least bad card here, honestly.
Okay.
What was the first one?
A beehive.
No, that sucks.
Yeah.
Kingfisher, at least you can put it down, it'll stay down, and you can sacrifice it for a Timmy card.
True. And if we ever get to a campfire and can upgrade its attack, that's great.
Alright.
Okay, Mushroom Kingdom. Do we have duplicates?
Now, I hope this will be good.
You found yourself among a grove of thick and pungent mushrooms. Yes, yes. You squinted to see a figure through... Did you bring us 2 of the same? We would like to experiment. So there grew even more mushrooms, and one of them was a huge red mushroom, and on top of that, there's a sacrifice altar, basically. And we have 2 cockroaches.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
And we can sacrifice them. They're right next to each other. I think that this could get messy. Oh, he has a bone saw. That's bloody, as you would imagine. Look away. And we look down at our... we look down.
It's pretty good.
The cockroach. It is now 1. And it's a... So he cut both of them, both the cards up. And mashed them together. And there's like blood all over them. And it looks almost veiny. And it's a cockroach for still 4 bones with protection from flyers and the undying part, and it's a 2/2.
Nice.
Instead of a 1/1.
So the stats get added together and the sigils get merged together. Is that right?
Looks like it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I do prefer to have 1 really good card rather than 2.
Yeah, although with 2 cockroaches, our chance to get a cockroach was pretty high.
Yeah, it's true. But the deck isn't that big.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
true.
You can find the cockroach.
And we took the cockroach. Okay, and then on to the angler.
Ooh, yeah, this guy. What was the deal with him? I remember the buckets, But oh yeah, you always need to play a squirrel as the last thing on the turn.
Right, but only if he shows that he's about to grab a card.
Yeah.
You beheld an immense man slouched beside a mucky pond. He appeared to be tearing hunks of flesh from a fish corpse. Some chunks were thrown back to the pond, where a few ghoulish birds snapped them up, and some were sloppily pushed into the hulking man's mouth. You bring fresh fish? Easy choose. We have our bone scroll, and we have a greater smoke, the monster cockroach, we have Casey, and we have a pack rat. And we did get a new item.
Which one?
Got a stopwatch. Which
what does it do?
It makes him skip a turn, I think.
But that was the hourglass.
The hourglass.
That's what we got. That's strong.
User, your adversary will entirely skip their next turn.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I like it.
And he's about to play a kingfisher. Well, I think we can do better than that.
Yes, but just remember the angling part.
Right.
So, how do we play this? Do we just draw a squirrel and skip the turn, so we, have a squirrel as a backup for the next turn?
Not against it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So this turn we do nothing.
Yeah, I think this is the whole trick in this fight.
Yeah. He plays one kingfisher, and he's about to play a second kingfisher, and we draw a squirrel.
Okay, but can we play something now?
Yes, we can play a squirrel.
And then?
And he's about to grab it. Okay, so we need a second squirrel at the end.
Which we can get.
Yeah. We have plenty of options. We can play the Greater Smoke. We can play Casey and sacrifice the squirrel. We can then play our monster cockroach. What do you feel like?
This fight does not clear your board, right? I don't think it does.
What happens when he dies?
He replaces his side with buckets of bait. Right?
Oh, right, and then the sharks
big
come.
sharks come. And they're, okay, sure, when that happens, maybe you don't want your entire board to pop each bucket immediately. But here's the thing, like, Casey is an interesting case with that as well, because at least one slot that she attacks, she shares with another critter, which is kind of good. But, yeah, first we have to get there anyway.
Yeah.
So...
Well, we have to start planning.
Yeah, it's true, and I don't know if we need to vomit our entire board right now. Especially the cards that we can play for free, like the cockroach and stuff, right?
So we can
Do you want to play Casey and the Smoke?
Sure.
Just play the Smoke, just to get the bones going, so we don't have to worry about that basically ever again. And Casey just does her thing.
I'm just going to play Greater Smoke in position 1, I guess.
Sure.
And then a squirrel, so...
Yeah. You have Casey and the Smoke out, and then Squirrel, so he will pick it.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice.
And I'm going to put that in front of the kingfisher he's about to play. So.
Yeah, that fucks up his board, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you understand how this fight works, I think it's not that hard.
No.
But you do actually have to kind of think.
Okay, so he got our squirrel. He's about to play a bullfrog in position 4, meaning that he has a kingfisher and a bullfrog on the board basically as damage, which means 2 damage per turn. Oh, Casey will kill the squirrel. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, we could just play another squirrel and he will pull it over, and I don't know if that would fuck up his board somehow.
Kind of. I mean, not majorly. Again, I wonder how much damage we have dealt, because we are about to deal 2 damage to him. And I think with that we are 1 damage off.
You can play the cockroach and the squirrel, yes?
Yeah.
Why not do it?
Okay. Let's
first cockroach, then squirrel. And honestly, if we end up popping buckets, we can use the angler hook and get a big shark on our side.
Oh, we don't even need to play the squirrel. He's not about to hook anything.
Oh, okay, nice.
So we just kill him here. Oh, our life is equal, so we deal 4 damage now.
1 off.
Yeah. And hey, we got the bones from the squirrel. That's nice. So we can.
Ah, I see.
Interesting. Okay, and now he's trying to grab Casey, which we will not allow.
Yeah.
It's our Casey.
Yes.
Do we
Casey
draw?
lives with us now.
Yes. Do we draw a card or a scroll?
Well, a scroll, so we have something he can grab, right?
Yeah, we also still have a scroll.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
We have one
right,
more.
we didn't need to play last turn.
Yeah, we have a pack rat.
Then we can draw a card, right? There's no reason not to.
No. And there's our monster, Urayuli.
Urayuli, right. Oh,
Not-
that's so good.
Not sure if this is the right choice to do in this fight, but
You certainly don't want him to pull it over.
no. But
I don't see a need to replace this board right now. It's okay, right? But it's nice to have the 7/7. We can certainly play it later.
Yeah.
It's good against the buckets for sure.
Okay, I think we just win here if we end the turn.
Okay.
So let's just.
And he's pulling a squirrel.
No, he's pulling Casey, but I hope that doesn't matter if he dies.
Why don't you
before
just
that.
play a squirrel?
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Just to be sure. I mean, even if the squirrel remains on the board, it's fine.
And he loses 1 life.
Alright.
Go fish. And he has 4 buckets. And
Did he pull the squirrel?
no, he
Okay.
did not.
Then you could replace the whole board with the 7/7.
Yeah,
Might not be the worst thing. I mean,
I agree.
yeah, let's do it.
Also-
Timmy wants to be happy. Come on.
Do we draw a squirrel or a card here?
Does he still pull with the angle? I would get a scroll because there's no reason to draw right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he stops with the pulling. Right?
Greater smoke, Casey, squirrel, and cockroach.
Oh, that's so good.
And which position do you want the Urayuli in?
Well, is there one without a bucket?
No,
Is
it's
there?
4 out of 4 buckets. And he's not going to play anything else.
Well, then it doesn't matter, I guess.
Oh, I'm going to put it down in position
2. Okay.
Too late. I gave you all the options.
It's fine, Vincent. It's okay. I agree with your choice.
Go fish. Well, he has a great white on the board. A 4-2.
Yeah, we could make him skip a turn.
True. But our monster is about to end him.
I like that sentence, Vincent.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think. Wait.
We didn't even need items in this fight. We're so good at this game.
What can we say?
Amazing.
We're amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Card or squirrel before we end it.
Oh, card just to see what we get.
Okay. Alas, we meet again.
Yes. Okay. Thanks.
So let's find out if I was correct. So he has the Great White is diving at the moment, and the Urayuli should hopefully attack his face and not the bait bucket behind the Great White, if I remember correctly. And if
Yeah, I agree. It only attacks the behind card if it damages the card in front, which is weird and unintuitive.
Yes. 7 damage to your face.
7 is so much. Noise.
Reignite. Hey, we got back our lives. Perhaps one of these will entice you. We got another extra great card. We have the Long Elk. What the heck? I have no words for this freak of nature. What the hell?
Yes, Vincent.
So it's a 1/2 for 4 bones that has moving around like the elks do, and death touch. And the picture, I don't even know what exactly that is. It's from the top left corner of the card all the way to the top right corner of the card. There's like this pole or some sort of cylinder that has like moose, or not moose, how do you call that?
Antlers?
No, the plant. The
the plant? Oh, like moss?
moss, exactly.
Okay.
Growing all over it and dangling down a little bit. And it doesn't end at either the left top or bottom right card. It just looks like it extends even further out.
It's breaking out of the card confines.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he said, I have no words for this freak of nature.
All right.
Then we have the Gek, always a fan favorite.
Yeah.
And we have Ouroboros, which is a 1/1 for 2 that is unkillable.
Is it the same as Undying?
That's the same as our cockroaches have.
Oh, yeah?
But it's a 1/1 for 2.
It's not that good.
No.
Cockroach is much better. For great cards, these aren't so great.
No, not exactly.
Even the Gek, I'm not really... I guess it's fine. It's just one attack, one health. It doesn't do much for being free.
Yeah.
It's like drawing an improved squirrel.
Yeah. Also, this is not the card for our deck, really.
Yeah, exactly.
I vote Long Elk just because
it's bones, right?
Bones, yeah. And it's Death Touch. I guess you can use it to end something.
And it moves around.
Yeah.
But I guess it's bones. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what time it is. Okay.
Moving past the pond, you took a deep breath of fresh air and continued on.
Yeah.
A moment. The relief of the fresh air quickly gave way to a bone-shaking chill. You guessed at the path ahead as the snow increasingly obscured it. You had climbed to the snow line.
Right. And we will see next time we can finally beat the 3rd stage. I think we might have a chance now. I think we have a grip on this game. We also have really good items now.
True.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Really game-winning, battle-winning items.
I agree.
Thanks for playing with me, Vincent. This is exciting.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I really want to see if we can beat this guy. Thank you guys for watching. You can leave some comments. You can also follow us on Twitter @makes_play, and you can subscribe to the channel. Bye.
Bye-bye.